Have you ever pondered on the ABCs of parenting styles? It's not just about how we ask our kids to tidy their room or do their homework, it's a delicate dance that shapes their very core. Different styles can lead to varied outcomes in our kiddos. Today, we journey through this intricate world to unravel how our parenting approaches influence the little humans we're raising. Before we go into this, please hit the share and subscribe button for more great parenting videos. So let's begin. 1. Authoritarian parenting. Picture this, the discipline and rigidity of a drill sergeant, but in the cosy setting of your living room. That's authoritarian parenting for you. This style leans heavily on rules, directives, and a clear power dynamic. The motto often sounds like, "because I said so," leaving little room for open dialogue or understanding the whys behind the rules. The ambience is mostly orderly, structured, and predictable. The authority figure expects obedience without questioning, and crossing the line might lead to stern consequences. However, as with everything, there are repercussions. Whilst the house might seem in order, the emotional terrain can be a bit rocky. Children raised in such an environment often grapple with their sense of self. The perpetual undercurrent of needing to follow orders might mean their confidence takes a hit. They might grow up to be rule abiders to an extreme, fearing any deviation. But life as we know it isn't black and white. So every now and then, out of the rigidity emerges a rebel. Someone who pushes back just to taste a sliver of autonomy, challenging every boundary simply for the sake of resistance. 2. Permissive parenting. Picture a whimsical world where sometimes breakfast could very well mean ice cream, and where rules are like gentle suggestions carried away by the wind. Welcome to the domain of permissive parenting. In this realm, parents often act more like friends than guardians. Their primary currency, warmth, understanding, affection, sometimes to the point where traditional boundaries melt away. The permissive parenting style is reminiscent of a playground with no fences. The idea is rooted in love. I want my child to have freedom I never had, or perhaps I want them to come to me with anything without fear of reprimand. Whilst the intentions are noble, the execution can sometimes be a tad too lax. Children raised in such an atmosphere bask in the glow of unfettered freedom. They know they're adored and they carry that confidence in their stride. However, the flip side presents challenges. In the absence of clear boundaries, they might find it tough to understand social norms and expectations. Their encounters with structured environments like school can become battlegrounds of adjustment. The lack of discipline at home can translate to a struggle of self-control, time management, and an understanding of consequences in the wider world. The balance between freedom and responsibility often becomes the crux of their developmental journey. 3. Authoritative parenting. Picture a wise coach on the sidelines of a game, guiding players with a keen understanding of both the sport and the individual strengths and needs of each team member. That encapsulates the essence of an authoritative parent. This style beautifully marries structure with empathy. Whilst there are rules, they aren't just arbitrary commands. They're rooted in reason, understanding, and a genuine desire to guide the child to their best potential. In an authoritative household, communication flows freely. Questions like, "Why do I have to?" aren't met with a silencing "because I said so," but with explanations that foster understanding. Mistakes aren't just grounds for punishment, they're treated as learning opportunities. The underlying message, "I set boundaries because I care and I'll guide you through understanding them." When we delve into the effects on our children, the outcomes are heartening. These kids are akin to plants that have been nurtured with just the right amount of sunlight and rain. They flourish not just outwardly but at a core level. Their emotional intelligence is often high, as they've been taught to recognise, understand and express their feelings. Self-worth isn't a foreign concept to them. They understand their value. As they navigate life's myriad challenges, they are equipped with resilience, understanding and a balanced perspective, making them adept sailors, whether they face tranquil waters or roaring tempests. 4. Uninvolved parenting. Here, kids often feel like they're flying solo. With minimal involvement from parents, they might feel unnoticed, leading to emotional challenges and feelings of neglect. Venture into a realm where children often traverse the maze of childhood with the sense of being lone explorers. This is the landscape of uninvolved parenting. Picture parents who, whilst physically present, might seem miles away in terms of emotional connection and engagement. The reasons can be vast, from personal stress and mental health challenges to simply being overwhelmed by their own lives. In such households, there's an eerie silence of emotional disconnect. The guidance, warmth, and active involvement commonly associated with parenting often feels like a distant echo. Instead of a familiar anchor, there's a pervasive sense of drift. It's as though the child possesses an autonomy not born from empowerment, but from neglect. Children, being remarkably adaptable, might at first seem to adjust. They learn early to be self-reliant, often shouldering responsibilities way beyond their years. Yet beneath this mask of independence often lies a profound yearning, a wish to be seen, heard, and to matter. The repercussions of this parenting style can be deeply etched. Feelings of low self-worth, struggles with trust, and difficulties in forming deep connections in adulthood are not uncommon. The emotional compass with these children develop points towards a quest for validation, belonging, and above all, understanding the silence of their formative years. 5. Helicopter parenting. Imagine the incessant hum of helicopter blades, casting a protective shadow, always present, always vigilant. This vivid imagery captures the essence of helicopter parenting. These parents, fueled by profound love with a dash of anxiety, are perpetually in overdrive, eager to preemptively cushion every fall and navigate every challenge for their child. In the backdrop of an increasingly competitive world, these parents' motives are clear. They want to ensure their child has the best, faces no undue hardships, and is always safe. They're the first to volunteer at school events, micromanage playdates, and are always on phone call away, ready to leap into action. Whilst their dedication is commendable, the dynamic has its pitfalls. Children under this ever-watchful eye often miss out on the invaluable lessons that come from skinned knees, failed projects, and minor heartbreaks. The continuous safety net, instead of fostering confidence, can sometimes cultivate self-doubt. Can I handle this? What if I mess up? Becomes an all too familiar internal monologue. Moreover, as these children transition into more independent phases of life, like college or a first job, the absence of that hovering protection can be jarring. The skills of reliance, problem solving, and resilience might be underdeveloped, leaving them feeling overwhelmed in uncharted waters. The overarching theme for them becomes seeking autonomy whilst battling the internal need for constant reassurance. 6. Attachment parenting. Step into a realm where the heart's compass takes the lead, guiding every parental response and decision. This is the world of attachment parenting, rooted in the belief that a strong emotional bond formed during the early stages of childhood paves the way for a secure future. This style emphasizes nurturing a profound connection between the parent and the child. It's like being in a gentle dance, where the parent is keenly attuned to their child's cues, whether it's a cry, a giggle, or a look. From co-sleeping to baby wearing to providing immediate comfort during distress, attachment parenting seems to foster a sense of security and trust in the child. The message is clear: you're cherished, you're understood, and you're safe. Children nurtured through this approach often radiate an intrinsic sense of self-worth. The foundation of trust built in their early years translates to confidence in their interactions with the world. They're the ones who intuitively understand the importance of empathy, will reach out to share their favourite toy or offer a consoling hug to a teary-eyed peer. However, it's worth noting that whilst the bond formed is profound, it also demands an immense emotional investment from the parent. The balance lies in ensuring the child feels secure, but also cultivating independence as they grow. In the long run, the hope is to have children who will not only feel loved but also navigate life's challenges with empathy and understanding. 7. Free-range parenting. Imagine a vast open meadow with children joyfully running about, their laughter echoing, their curiosity unbridled. The serene imagery captures the essence of free-range parenting. In stark contrast to the hovering shadow of the helicopter parenting, free-range parenting is all about granting kids the space to explore, make mistakes, and learn autonomously. The philosophy here is deeply rooted in trust. It's akin to saying, I believe in your ability to navigate the world, to get back up when you stumble, and to carve your own path. Such parents aren't absent, they're just more watchful in their distance, allowing their kids to embrace life with all its unpredictability. Growing up in such an environment, children often develop a robust sense of independence and adaptability. They're the little adventurers who, when faced with a challenge, often innovate their way out. Their resilience shines, and they tend to think on their feet. However, while autonomy is a valuable asset, there are moments when these young explorers might feel a tad overwhelmed. In the vastness of their freedom, there can be instances where they wish for a map or a compass, in the form of guidance or assurance from their caregivers. Thus, the balance for free-range parents lies in ensuring their children know that whilst the world is theirs to explore, there's always a home beacon they can return to for comfort and counsel. 8. Tiger parenting. Picture the intense gaze of a tiger, focused, determined, unyielding. This encapsulates the essence of tiger parenting. Often associated with certain Asian cultures, this parenting style prioritizes excellence above all else. It's not just about doing one's best, it's about being the best. For tiger parents, there's an unwavering belief that their child has the potential for greatness, and it's their responsibility to ensure this potential is fully realized. This means rigorous schedules, a relentless emphasis on academic achievement, and sometimes a meticulous involvement in extracurriculars, all aimed at honing skills and standing out in a competitive world. The fruits of such dedication are often palpable. Children under this regime can excel brilliantly in academics and other structured activities. They're the ones who have a row of trophies, an impressive report card, and perhaps a musical virtuosi to boot. They develop a work ethic that's hard to match and a discipline that stands them in good stead. However, the terrain isn't without its valleys. In the relentless pursuit of perfection, there's often a sidelining of emotional well-being. Some of these high flyers, beneath their shining achievements, grapple with immense pressure. Social interactions, free play, and sometimes the very essence of childhood might be a backseat. The result, whilst they shine bright in structured environments, they might feel adrift in the unscripted realm of friendships, emotions, and self-exploration. Self-doubt can creep in. Am I good enough beyond my grades and trophies? For tiger parents, the challenge often lies in recognizing that whilst excellence is commendable, holistic well-being is paramount. Success, after all, isn't just about accolades. It's also about emotional resilience, social competence, and the freedom to discover oneself beyond benchmarks. Conclusion. Navigating the complex journey of parenting often feels like treading an intricate maze, filled with unexpected twists, turns, and even a few stumbling blocks. Yet in the heart of this adventure, understanding our unique parenting style can serve as the guiding light, illuminating our path and helping us make informed decisions. It's crucial to realise that no singular approach holds the monopoly to success. Just as every child is an individual with their own needs, strengths and vulnerabilities, our parenting styles, too, can be as diverse as the colours of the rainbow. And that's okay. Beauty lies in its variability. Whilst it's great to have a foundational style, flexibility is key. Today's rapidly changing world necessitates adaptability, learning, and sometimes even unlearning certain beliefs. It's about tuning into our children ever-evolving frequencies, hearing their unspoken words and recalibrating our methods accordingly. So as we traverse this incredible parenting journey, let's celebrate its unpredictability. By blending different styles, by being open to change, and above all, by leading with love and understanding, we can come together to mould the next generation into empathetic, resilient, and vibrant individuals. After all, in the grand tapestry of parenthood, every thread counts, is creating a masterpiece.